Good afternoon, class students. So we'll now proceed to our lesson that is still on chapter 1. Chapter 1 is entitled Doing Philosophy. We are through with lesson 1, the nature of philosophy. Lesson 2, the beginnings of doing philosophy. And now let's proceed to lesson 3, approaches in doing philosophy. You will have to learn in this lesson how do we approach, how do we go in terms of philosophy, of philosophizing. So let's make this very simple for you. So in your handouts, you could see there paragraphs, no? And today we are experiencing this Typhoon Pepito. It is October 20, 2020. Okay? Approaches in doing philosophy. There is one philosopher who have a synthesis of the approaches in doing philosophy. He is C.D. Broad. So he's the one who came up in this lesson. You could see in the board, in approaches of doing philosophy, there are 3 there. We have there, the first one is analytic or critical philosophy. You could see there in that first line, first part there. And here is the speculative or metaphysical philosophy. And then the third one here, in page 3 of your handouts, that is reduction and holistic philosophy. Now let us go back to the number 1, the analytic or critical philosophy. You could see there again that this approach in doing philosophy is again divided into 2. We have the letter A, the analysis and definition of our fundamental concepts, and letter B, the clear, resolute, or what we mean there by resolute, very determined, having or showing a lot of determination. Para bang kung mayroon kang gusto, pinapakita mo na mayroon kang interest sa kanya, yung kagustuhan mo na ito, yung eagerness mo na ipagpatuloy na makamit ang iyong kagustuhan. Katulad lamang sa panahon na ito, kung talaga tayo nag-aaral, talagang pursige tayo. No? Kahit pa man meron tayong mga problema, talagang kung ikaw ay resolute, very determined ka na makapagtapos. So yan ang dalawang klase o nahahati ang analytic or critical philosophy. Dito naman sa number 3, yung reduction and holistic philosophy. Again, ito ay lalong-lalo na yung holistic. Yung holistic philosophy, yan po inahati naman sa dalawa yan. Yung una is epistemological or confirmation holism. At saka yung pangalawa is semantic holism o tinatawag natin na philosophy of language. So, ganito ang diagram itong approaches in doing philosophy. Para mas maliwanagan tayo, ating isa-isahin na alamin o intindihin ang mga approaches na ito. Una, analytic or critical philosophy, which it has 2 fundamental tasks or 2 kinds of analytic or critical philosophy. Letter A is the analysis the analysis and definition of our fundamental concepts. So, merong tanong dyan sa inyong handouts. Kung ikaw ay talagang filosofiya, hindi basta-basta na ikaw ay sasagot. Meron tayong katanungan dyan. Which came first? Is it the chicken or is it the egg? The analysis and definition of our fundamental concepts. Liwanagin muna natin ang ating kaalaman, ang ating konsepto. Hindi lamang tayo basta-basta na sasagot nito. Okay? Kasi, mayroon tayong mga possible na answers dyan. We could give two answers, which are both right. Itong dalawang sagot na ito ay pwedeng tama. Sabi ng isa, because the chicken is needed before you could hatch its egg. So, sabi ng mga ibang grupo, mas nauna yung manok. Kasi kailangan ng manok na siya ang mangitlog. Yung isa naman is, you need to have an egg before it can grow as a full-grown chicken. So, magsimula muna sa egg. Parang katulad din ng sinong nauna, yung nanay o yung tatay o yung mga anak. Data. Other answers. Mayroon pa tayong mga sagot dyan. The chicken because of the alphabetical arrangement of the letters. So, tingnan na ninyo yung C at saka yung E. Tama nga naman, nauna yung chicken. So, alphabetically. Yan na po ay yung pagpipilosopo talaga. O kaya, mayroong biblical na kasagutan dyan. The biblical answer, Noah's Ark. Ano yung dinala niya doon sa kanyang arka? He brought in full-grown animal pairs including the chicken. Wala namang nabanggit doon na kumuha siya ng dalawang itlog. Except yung kanyang itlog lamang. No? Pwede naman na we need to recognize that this is not a disagreement of fact. So, huwag nyo nang guluhin ang inyong pag-iisip na ito ba ay katotohanan o hindi. Okay? Kasi ito ay mga side natin o yung ating pananaw lamang na pwede namang tama sa kanilang pananaw. There's a verbal disagreement for the use of the phrase coming first. Yan na po ang technical na ating kikilatisin yung phrase na coming first. Medyo critical yun, no? Nakatanungan. According to Acuña, what do you mean that? In what sense are you using the word or phrase? Ano ang gusto mong sabihin ng coming first? In what sense are you using the word or phrase? Saan mo ginagamit yung coming first? Ano? So itong mga katanungan para maliwanagan tayo. Coming first could be associated with several meanings like una, reproductive standpoint. Sa pananaw ng reproduction, okay? Siyempre, ang nauna dyan ay yung chicken. Paano ka makapagre-reproduce kung walang chicken? So, sa standpoint ng reproduction o reproductive system, nauna yung chicken. Pero, sa standpoint ng developmental pananaw, in the developmental understanding, okay? Yung development, nagsimula tayo sa pagkabata natin hanggang tumanda tayo ngayon. Yan yung development na sinasabi natin. Siyempre, nauna dyan ang itlog. Coming first could be associated with several meanings like, naulit na naman yan sa notes ninyo. By merely analyzing the concepts that we take for granted in our everyday life, we were able to resolve the issue. Dito yun. Uray nagdedebate kayo. Nunya timun una, itlog wenno manok. Kita nyo raitan. Standpoint. Yung phrase na coming first. Saan ginamit yan? No? So yan ang ating kilatisin bago tayo magsalita o mag-isip. Sa pananaw ng reproduction, nauna yung manok. Sa pananaw ng developmental, yung development na mangyayari sa manok pagsimula sa itlog hanggang lumaki. Okay? Isang philosopher, ayon kay Wiseman, sabi niya, a philosophic question is not solved, it dissolves. It dissolves. Wala pong philosophic question na sasagutan, kundi ito ay nabubuntunan. Slangay nga matabtabunan kamatlaing. Data nga solve mo with that philosophic question. You did not totally solve it, but rather you are coming up with possible questions that others may think that could somehow later on become a new idea for them. Yan po si Wiseman. Isang pananaman ng analytic o critical philosophy, isang task niya ay yung the clear and resolute criticism of our beliefs. Yung ating kagustuhan, medyo hindi nila gusto. No? Kasi mayroon tayong pinapanindigan na talagang naisamulat sa ating karunungan, sa ating kaisipan. These assumptions, dito yung kasalang ammo tayo, no? Dagito yung ammo tayon, very often involve our beliefs and preconceived. Ibig sabihin yan, na nabanggit sa iyo yan. Yan na yung pinaniwalaan mo. Data jay di maklam, data isong data itipat patyumon. No? Yung mga naituro sa inyo nung kayo ay nasa elementarya, yun na yung preconceived. Yan na yung naisamulat sa inyo. Ano ang preconceived? To form as an opinion prior to actual knowledge or experience. Notions about many things around us. There are many beliefs which are often based on our prejudice. Anong ibig sabihin ng prejudice? Unfair feeling of dislike for someone, something or group because of race, gender, religion, especially when it is not reasonable or logical. Ito na ang sinasabi natin. Ating burahin ang ating naunang karunungan sa isang bagay, sa isang pangyayari o sa isang tao bago tayo magsalita tungkol sa kanila. Broad. It is important to subject our beliefs and biases to constant criticism to be able to test whether or not they are worth holding on to. Bilang isang estudyante ng filosofiya, ang iyong nalalaman ay dapat mo nang i-test yan. No? Haan nga kung natin 100% na correct, we know true, DJ arata panunod mon. So we need to test these ones. Mapatay ka, ma-prove tayo nga agpaiso, DJ panunutom. Philosophy gives us a venue and an excuse for criticizing and examining our concepts and beliefs in order to gain a broader perspective in life. Philosophy is a new way of looking at things. Yan na po ang isang kagandahan sa pag-aral ng filosofiya. Binabago niya ang ating dating kaalaman. No? O kaya, dinadagdagan pa ang dating kaalaman para mas lalong sinasabi natin na kapanipaniwala. No? Hanlang nga nga, kunana ni, imbaga na ni. Nya ti basis mo ngay, agpaiso ba dyan baga na? Dapat ada dati 100% nga kuna tayo nga sigurado ka iti bagbagam, basing it from your own way of philosophizing. Let us look at the other side of the coin and try to understand them. This is an exercise in empathy by allowing ourselves to see and feel others do. Let us extend our humanity to the fullest and try to broaden our perspective through empathy. Ultimate tenet. Uray pa man nakalalaing ka, masapol mo na makirik na ka, iti daduma. When nagpeso nalaing tangag suro, nung nagyan na estudyante, handang maawatan, useless. Iso nga, iti philosophy, haan nga dahil laing panunutin tayo punpunuan, no dahil matlang intayo makipagrik na, no maawatan da tayo. No? Santo maawatan matlang isuda. Natitikadwan nga examples nga ibagbagada. Ungta-ungtam di ubing, di estudyante, apa nga karaladaw. In the first place, inawat mo ba isuna? Inawatan ba isuna? Did you understand him? The experience na, the situations na. Nung ngayon talagang ada yung balayda. So you go. Mapan ka iti kabebiyag na diyang tao tap no maawatan isuda. At in the end, agsinabat to, iti panag-inawat yu, iti maisikon maisa. Data ti philosophy. It's not on the mind, but also with the heart. Okay? Next, speculative or metaphysical philosophy. Page 3 na po tayo. Used on guesses or ideas about what might happen or be true rather than on facts. Dito yung ko natin yung guessing. No? Speculative. Agkwa ka lang, agtsamtsamba ka laing. Ag-speculate ka laing. No? Presumptions ti kom ditoy. Relating to the transcendent or to reality beyond what is perceptible to the senses. Things that are thought to exist but cannot be seen. Itan, pagkakatismosa natin, no? Sarita tayong awan itibasehan na. Tries to find an underlying explanation or general principle that could explain reality and its entirety. So, again, lalayin kang explain dita, yung awan met lang empty basis mo, niya ngay, pagtinglan iti ibagbagam betlaing. Kitawan nung ngay damagan na kanyam, nangalalaan mo dagitada, what would be your basis? Okay? Ayon kay Broad, speculative philosophy aims to reach some general conclusions as to the nature of the universe and as to our position and prospects in it. It is an attempt to think synoptically, affording a general view of a whole, of all the facts that the results might be trivial, but the process will remind us of the extreme complexity of the world. Ibig sabihin yan, kahit pa man very general yung ating pagkakaintindi o paniniwala o yung ating karunungan. Sabi ni Broad, kailangan din natin na ito ay dapat mayroong basehan. Okay? It would be always, there is a basis. Haan nga kanay no kunaan nga according to yung at least no damagan dato kanyang leta nga ada iti ada ti maipakitam adati proof nga kuna may wen peman imbaga na daytoy. So kasta ti baga ni C.D. Broad. What is important is to attempt to abstract and extract a unifying explanation in order to give a coherent, logical, what is the meaning of coherent? Logical and well-organized, easy to understand explanation of the nature of reality. Yung bang mayroon kakayahan na masungkit yung attention ng mga tao na maniwala sila sa iyo dahil ang iyong sinasabi ay makatotohanan. Di ko na tayo nga straightforward ka iti discussions mo with iti explanations mo. No? Logical, dati ko na natin coherent, logical, well-organized. Haan nga dadya nga nagadu iti sanga-sanga na ti ibagam. No di ka diretso iti panang surut mo, panang bagbagam. Deta ti ko na dito speculative. Ag speculative when ag peso, ag assume tayo, ag presumption tayo, ngem jay panang sasaom, panang ibagbagam, santo da jay kuna tayo nga coherency, coherent iti ibagbagam, ket kaslamot lang nga kapapati para iti agdingdingig kanyam. No di matikaw-tikaw ka sabsabali ti bagbagam daytan awantun at mamati kanyam no kasjayen. Merong salita dyan na sinasabi natin abstraction. The process of abstracting a unifying explanation from the complexity of the things around them. Ibig sabihin yan, chap-chapin natin abstract. Oo nga, very broad yan, medyo malabo yan. Kaslangay, DJ baboy mo apan mo chap-chapin dayta, nga gudwa-gudwa minuslisem iti parts by parts na, DJ mo nga maawatan. Kasjay gayam iti turong wenno iti flow iti system tayo. No? Ito po natin ang abstraction. Kaslangan na may isang teacher, diyan pa nag-explain na, medyo malabo. No? Napakalabo nga, hindi mo naintindihan. Kaslangan nga, dahito iti bagbaga na, daytoy. Adati aspeto na, kahit na nga sawan ijay, kahit na nga ibaga ijay. So nga kanya mga abstract, i-subdivide mo. Kaslangan kumay cake, nga apan mo slice-slicen, no talaga nga makitam iti connection na iti maysa ken maysa. That is why we will now go to the next approach of doing philosophy. That is what we call the reduction and holistic philosophy. Okay? Ada iti pagsabalyan iti reduction ken holistic. Kunana ta reduction refers to understanding complex, reducing them to their parts or individual constituents. No kuna nga reduction, inya iti pagkuana dito, inya ti kaparehas na inductive wenno deductive. Ada dito di module U. Reduce from the very broad chap-chapom, gudwa data. Dito ti reduction philosophy is analogous to the levels of organization in science in which an organism can be broken down into organ, system, tissue, and cells. Kitaan tayo? Jay data bagim. Apan mo gudwa ang chap-chapon. Makita mo ti tissue, the systems. Ang tao o ang philosopher na talagang nagpasimuno dito sa reduction philosophy, René Descartes, pang-asyo, dati pronunciation na tatangag René Descartes. Silent S. First introduced the concept of reductionism during the 17th century in part 5 of his treatise Discourse on Method. Dito iti first nga nangusaran na dito nga reductionism. Dito nga libro na Treatise Discourse on Method. Okay, reduction. So, ang tanong dyan, anong kapares ng reduction? Deductive or inductive? Kasi mayroon din yung holistic philosophy. Works on the assumption that all properties in a given system cannot be broken down by its component parts alone, but rather the system as a whole entity decides how the individual parts behave. Holism works on the assumption that all properties in a given system cannot be broken down. Para bang kabaliktaran na dito ng reduction. No? Holism comes from the Greek word holos, which means all, whole, or total. Kabuuan niya na yan. Okay? Holism was introduced into the language by South African statesman Jan Smuts in 1926. So unang ginamit na ang salitang holism sa South Africa ang nanguna dito ay si Jan Smuts. Siya yung talagang nagpasimula na gamitin ang holism. Yung parabang the Hume's class of grade 12. Yan na ang holism, no? Kapag sinasabi natin na reduction, Hume's 1, Hume's 2, Hume's 3, grade 11, grade 12. Daytan nachap-chapon dayta nga Hume's. Holism. The primary focus of holism is the relationship between the parts or its interconnectedness and interactions. Holism also implies that its key characteristics is the concept of a certain fundamental truth of any particular experience. Dugtudugtungin mo ang ating mga karanasan. No daytan nabuo mo daytan, adat ikay nang ibagbaga dayta kanyamon. Dayta ti holism. Agrugi dayta iti kaslang na duma-duma ang eksperyensya, and then ag-share dayta maysa ken maysa, and then makabuo da iti maysa nga conclusion da. Agrugi iti bottom line. And then agpangaton. Holism is also associated with yung kaparehas na timanin. Dadya deductive with inductive. Ada kanya data nga mga sumbat. Tada module yo. Okay, ito yung holism manin. There are two types. Epistemological or confirmation holism, and then semantic holism. Kung natin yung epistemological, claims a scientific theory cannot be tested individually, since testing a single theory would always depend on other established theories and hypotheses. Kasla ito yung theories ng ito adalin. Masapul nga ada iti basehan namat lang. So ada iti kung natin ang connectedness na. Pythagorean theorem. Nya para kita nga theory. Ngayon adult tayo. So haan mo nga mabalin nga i-chap-chap ito yung theories. Mas dagito yung nga theories konektado damit lang iti maysa ken maysa. And then last, semantic holism, or diyan natin ang philosophy of language. Every word has meaning only in relation to other words, sentences, or the language in which it is used. It is doctrine in the philosophy of language. A term or a complete sentence can only be understood through its relation to a larger segment of language, or possibly the entire language. Dito ko na tayo nga pagkurangan ng estudyante ito tatta. Diyan ko na tayo ag-comprehend. Apaya, tayo iti panagbasa na gamin, handa nga basahan, iti ko na tayo nga kabuuan niya yan. Pas lang nga part by part na nga basahan. Well, in fact, nagito na nga sentences nga ikat konektado damit lang iti maysa ken maysa. They are connected to one another. So, in the philosophy of language, you must have to understand the tone, the elements in the language. Diyan panang surat na, diyan emotions na. Dagito yung dakikat i-consider tayo, totally nga maawatan tayo, diyan ibagbaga na, iti dahito yung intibas-basaan. no? Han nga mabalin nga agrugi kan ijay tinga. Kaslada kayo nga agbasa kayo iti novel wenno iti comics dita. Wenno iti romance nga mapan kayo apagdagos ijay climax. Masapul nga irugiyo ijay beginning na tan maawatan ijay istorya. Kasta ti pagbagan dayto yung semantic holism. Everything is connected with one another. So dita, iti nagpatinggaan na iti chapter 1. So there are 3 lessons there. Hope nga naawatan nyo kumapay met. Nya, makatulong detoy kanya yung maawatan iti lesson 1. So agyagyaman kada tayo amin.